Wrestling fans, Bryce Remsburg here in your CHIKARA Event Center, and mark your calendars because your favorite wrestling promotion is coming to the happiest place on earth. CHIKARA debuts in Orlando, Florida, just over 2 weeks away, Saturday night, March the 9th at the Orlando Downtown Rec Center, which is located appropriately in downtown Orlando. You want to go to CHIKARAPro.com and get your tickets because we have a stellar lineup for you in Orlando. Back at the season premiere weekend, Green Ant shocked the world by being the first guy to make Eddie Kingston tap out in over a year and a half. He's in very elite category. Only few in Kingston's entire career have made him tap out. Well, this, of course, has gotten him a shot at Eddie's Grand Championship. He will make his 10th defense against Green Ant March 9th in Orlando. The #1 contender and challenger is standing by with thoughts on this championship affair.
On February 9th, in Reading, Pennsylvania, I walked in to the biggest singles match of my career, of my life to date. One-on-one with Eddie Kingston, a match I've wanted since I started my career. And I did what nobody's been able to do for years. I made Eddie Kingston tap out in the middle of the ring. Nobody thought I could do it, and it happened. You see, it's things like that, it's goals like that that I've set for myself ever since I started my career. I set the goal to become King of Trios. I did it. But you see, there are goals that I haven't quite accomplished yet. But there's still time, because in 2 weeks, on March 9th, in Orlando, Florida, one more time, one-on-one with the grand champion, Green Ant Eddie Kingston. You see, in Reading, I walked in the underdog. But in Orlando, on March 9th, I walk out grand champion.
Eddie Kingston won't be the only champion in action when we get to Orlando. We're bringing a star-studded lineup with us. Young Lions Cup champ Mark Angelosetti, if he still has that cup when he gets to Orlando, he will see one-on-one action against Assailant for the very first time ever. The always outspoken Mr. Touchdown is standing by.
Ladies and jerks, Season 12, it just started. Things are just getting kicked off around here. And I wasn't successful against Archibald Nerd in Reading, Pennsylvania, but that doesn't matter because I stand here, your Young Lions Cup champion, after I defeated Saturnine right there in Easton, Pennsylvania.
Whoa! Touchdown, slow down for a minute. I'm glad Season 12 is kicking off so wonderfully for you, but it's not kicking off so wonderfully for me. When you wanted to become a professional wrestler, who had your back? I did. I did. When everybody's running around here telling me about all the evil things you do, who sticks up for you and has your back? Once again, it's me! Reading, Pennsylvania. I beat Delirious, one of the biggest wins of my life, and all of a sudden I got goblins coming out of left field, boyo. They're coming out of right field, attacking me from behind, and I would expect the one person to have my back would be you. Where were you?
I was stretching out for my match against Archibald Peck that night.
Nonsense! Nonsense! Again the next night in Easton, I have a match with Cobalt to get some revenge. Once again, attacked from behind, and once again, who had my back? Nobody!
Sorry, in Easton, I was celebrating my victory in Touchdown City against Saturnine.
Not only did I bring you here to succeed, kid, but I needed a teammate, someone to have my back. And that's what partners do. That's what family does. And that is what teammates do.
I'm hungry. I'm going to lunch.
Kids these days, I'll tell you, not only do I got to worry about his ego, I got to worry about the whole Battery coming after me. I'm going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Coming to Florida, I'm going to find some teammates who will have my back.
But another tedious, let's say, relationship in Chikaraville involves Jakob Habermeyer and Tim Dunst. Now, you know that Jakob worships Tim Dunst. He kisses the ground that he walks on. Well, what will happen when Jakob Hammermeyer, who could be Young Lions Cup champ when we get to Orlando, takes on Dunst's old foe, his classic nemesis, Hollowicked, who was the first Young Lions Cup champion? Speaking of Dunst, he will see a rematch from our season premiere weekend as he takes on the undisputed leader of the band, Archibald Peck. You know, Mickey's invited. You know, things might just get a little bit goofy when Chikara comes to Orlando for the very first time. Like I said, star-studded event. All your favorites will be in action Saturday night, March the 9th at the Downtown Rec Center in Orlando. Just over 2 weeks away, but don't wait. Don't sit on it. Go. Go to CHIKARAPro.com. Reserve your ringside seats. Front row, reserve ringside. Make sure you're set. Make sure you're all good to go for Saturday night, March the 9th, when Chikara makes its debut in Orlando. And after the show, you better believe I'm going to Disney World. Really, I am. Going to Disney World.